Did you know that in The Last of Us Remastered, Ellie has a poster for Mortal Kombat next to her bed? This poster wasn't present in the original game, and it's really easy to miss in the remaster, but it's definitely there. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Video Game Easter Eggs, the series where we cover some of the best Easter eggs found in video games. As always, if you think you know of a video game Easter egg that I'm yet to cover, then let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to check it out. Oh, and before we get started, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, Star Trek Fleet Command. Star Trek Fleet Command is a strategy RPG that's available on iOS and Android, and takes place in the Star Trek universe. I mean, the clue's in the name. Fleet Commander will test your skills in strategy, combat, diplomacy, and leadership. It's not as simple as flying through space and enjoying the scenery, though that is one of the perks of the job. Don't let the challenge put you off though. Fleet Commander is one of those games that's easy to pick up and play, but difficult to master, which is why it's so satisfying when things start to go right. Now, of course, you can't do this all by yourself. That's why you can recruit over 100 different Star Trek characters. It's up to you who you build alliances with and who you make enemies with. If you are going to make enemies, and let's face it, you probably will, you'll want to make use of Fleet Commander's upgrade system that lets you build, upgrade, and defend your starbase so that you can have the HQ you've always dreamed of. Star Trek Fleet Command is free to play, and you can download the game using my link in the description, with every click helping the channel out a ton, so why not give it a go. Once again, a huge thank you to Star Trek Fleet Command for sponsoring today's video, and without further delay, let's get started. Right, let's begin today's video with the brilliant Teardown. Teardown is a sandbox puzzle game where the main hook is you can destroy everything. And I do mean everything. Every part of a teardown level can be brought to the ground through the use of various tools, ranging from the trusty sledgehammer all the way to remote controlled explosives. It's a really fun game, and the puzzles require some out-of-the-box thinking, so if that sounds like your sort of thing, give it a go. Now, given that you can destroy just about everything in Teardown, the opportunity to hide secrets is huge, but so far, I've only found a banana. Seriously. At your HQ, if you destroy the furnace and head inside, you can find this. So I wasn't lying, this really is just a banana. Picking the banana up rewards you with $600, so someone somewhere must really like this piece of fruit. The other Easter egg that I found in Teardown had me debating whether to include it or not. You see, Teardown has a massive modding community, and a large part of that community designs maps. One of these community-made maps is Morty's house from Rick and Morty, which, as you can see, is a pretty faithful recreation. Now, of course, there are tons of nods to the show hidden in the house, but my personal favourite can be found in Rick's underground lab.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks! Look at me!
Yep, it's the ever-helpful Mr. Meeseeks. Like I said, I was in two minds whether to include an Easter egg from a community-made map, but the creativity on display here was too impressive not to share. Next up is the first of two Call of Duty games to feature in today's video, and both of them have the same name, which definitely isn't confusing. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 released in 2009, which is 14 years ago for those keeping count. Now, given that players have had 14 years to find everything there is to find in Modern Warfare 2, you'd be forgiven for thinking there was nothing left to see. Well, I'm here to tell you that you'd be wrong. If you play Modern Warfare 2 on PC and enable no clip during the No Russian mission, you can find this. So beneath the elevator is a space invader from the classic retro game, Space Invaders. Quite why this iconic character has been hidden beneath the elevator, I don't know, but what I do know is it must have been a very good hiding spot if it took 14 years to find. Next up is Zed's slaughtering first-person shooter, Killing Floor 2. Now, we have covered Killing Floor 2 in this series before, where we found some volleyballs washed up on a beach, referencing the Tom Hanks movie Castaway. Well, the first of today's Killing Floor 2 Easter eggs also references a famous movie. On the rig map, you can find this. So this unfortunate chap is a reference to the iconic chestburster scene from the 1979 movie Alien. The other Killing Floor 2 Easter egg actually requires a bit more work. On the Monster Ball map, you can pay to open this door. Once inside, you can find a potato in a glass case, and another glass case that is too dirty to see what's inside. Well, there are actually 3 hidden buttons on the map. And when I say hidden, I do mean hidden. Some of them are really hard to find. After pushing the third and final button, if you head back to the dirty jar, you can find this. So it seems that Mr. Potato Head has fallen on some really hard times. In all seriousness, I'm not sure if this is meant to reference anything or if it's part of the Killing Floor 2 lore. So if you have any idea as to who or what this is, please let me know in the comments down below. Right, let's end today's video with Modern Warfare 2 2022. Now, many of you know that I'm far from an expert on what is or isn't an Easter egg. That's why I often ask for your opinions, and today is another one of those days. When recording the excellent chopper gunner takedown animations, I noticed this. So what was the first thing that you thought when you saw this umbrella? Well, I thought of the Evil Umbrella Corporation from the Resident Evil series. Now, I shared this discovery on Twitter, link in the description by the way, but opinions were mixed. Let me know what you think, intentional Resident Evil reference or just a regular umbrella? Leave your thoughts in the comments. The final Modern Warfare 2 Easter egg is either really late or really early, depending on how you look at it. Over the holidays, a Christmas version of the Shipment map was added to Modern Warfare 2. Now, matches on Shipment are usually chaotic, not giving you a second to take in the sights. Well, if you loaded up a private lobby and waited for around 6 minutes, this would happen. So it seems that Santa missed his alarm, as he can be seen first landing on an oil rig before shooting off into the night sky. Now, using spectator mode, we can discover that it was in fact not Santa who was piloting the sleigh. It was a teddy bear, and the reindeer leading the sleigh wasn't a reindeer at all, it was Riley from Call of Duty Ghosts. A similar Easter egg could be found in Modern Warfare 2019, but to trigger that one required a little more effort, which made it a little more cooler, in my opinion. Still, it's nice of Infinity Ward to continue the tradition of adding Easter eggs to new maps. Fingers crossed for more Easter eggs like the ones we saw in Modern Warfare 2019. So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, then leaving a like is super appreciated. If you are a fan of Easter eggs and secrets in video games, then perhaps consider subscribing, as that's what this channel is all about. Thank you all for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.